drive them goddamn school buses.
Man, them bitches thought I was a race car driver. I go back there and pick them kids up. Some of the parents say, I don't know, I want my kid to get on that bus or not. I'm coming in that bitch with that bitch to the bottom. I burn a tank of, I burn up about 2 tanks of gas a day. It fucked up when they told me, said, wherever you go, you take the bus with you. Shit, I be all on the block and everything with that motherfucker. Them bitches, you know wherever I get in with some gas on them, I got that radio up there on the ass. Thump. Huh?
Fuck, that's what you said. I tossed it.
I said, pass me.
And niggas need to put some Timbs
on that nigga. Oh, right.
Or we gotta put some boots on that nigga, man. I don't like how he looking on the bus like that.
He ain't naked. He got on.
He got no shoes on, though. You know what I'm saying?
All right. This Your Stop Podcast, THISYOURSTOP podcast. Search it just like that. I spelled it out for you. When you go on there, there's a word that says subscribe. You click on that. It's free. Then there's some thumbs up. You click on that. It's free. I know y'all hear a lot of people on YouTube saying, like and subscribe, it's free. It's true, and it's very important, wicked important. Machine Gun Johnny, Johnny Tsunami, Johnny Winfrey, Johnny Jesse Raphael, Boston Leyenda, Boston Johnny, and you see you got the boss man in the house.
You already know what it is and who it is, man. More importantly, fuck with the podcast. You dig? That's where we need the love at. You know what I'm saying? So show us some love, man. Hit them likes, hit them subscribes, man. And anybody you see on the panel, like I always say, man, show love and run that shit up.
Run it up.
You know what I'm saying? Go check these niggas out.
And who you got? To your right.
Right there, you got Mumbles. I mean, they call me Mums1.
All right, where we can find you if you want to be found, honey.
Shit, you can check me out on SoundCloud, Mums1, IG Mums1. Trying to get this YouTube channel together. My bad.
Look, don't be sorry.
Nah, I need to get on that.
Shit.
Wow. That's where you start getting them other little bread from.
Right. Next.
Slim Narco. You know, I'm the closest you're going to getting it from Pablo.
All right. You done started some shit now. That means you're going to spit at the end?
You
going to spit at the end? Because you done started some shit now. Where we can find you, brother?
You can find me on YouTube at Slim Narco. You can find me on Spotify, on every platform at Slim Narco. You can find me on Facebook at Slim Narco Parkside. You can find me on Instagram at Slim Narco. And I believe on Twitter and every other shit too.
All of them.
I go?
Yep.
Annunciation Blue, you know. Hold up out right now, just my little art block freestyle.
Oh.
You can find me on Instagram, Annunciation Blue. I got a few videos out on YouTube, Blue 100 or Annunciation Blue, either or.
All right. We're going to drop, we said a lot of words just now. We're going to drop those links when this interview drops. And we have a lot of artists.
Too. You did kill that art block shit, too.
Like, you kind of skated by it. Like, try to.
That was, I thought about it, too. That was in the buildings, right?
Yeah,
that was official, too. Yeah. Pissy Hallways, you already know. You dig?
Project Hallway.
Yeah. You know we live in them motherfuckers. You dig? Wow.
Definitely try to
I seen that.
I
I be like, nah, a lot of niggas is getting authentic with it, like shit like that.
That's where we really hung at.
All right. So we have a lot of artists on the panel, but we ain't going to talk specifically about some rap shit. We're going to talk about some shit that really needs to be talked about in our community. So I'm just going to start with one question. Starting from young, we in school, but it's 2022. What curriculum did we have as youngins that we don't have now that we need? And on the flip side, what do we have that we don't need anymore? It's like obsolete for these kids.
Got music class no more.
That was my first answer. Music programs.
Got music no more.
They ain't got music.
No music programs.
Damn.
No, they took music.
I ain't know they took music out too, nigga. I thought that shit was still like.
I mean, unless you in the suburbs or something,
right.
maybe like that.
But public school, not anymore.
I think one thing they need to teach is what's the name, more up to date on the history shit, because a lot of that shit really be frivolous.
It'd be
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
shit. Martin Luther King and
Right.
slavery.
Servants, you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
They put servants.
And a
in
lot of
slaves.
shit they don't even teach us the real person that they was. They giving us they story, they version of this person, Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. So I definitely think that's something that need to be spoke on.
Malcolm, they don't even talk about
know
that,
what I'm
man.
I'm about to open up a door with this one because we could really get deep in this. Niggas.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Wow.
You go
ahead.
first, Mums.
Shit, well, I mean, for real, you know, having an 11-year-old myself, it's like, I think they need to just learn how to cope with daily life more than anything. Learn how to deal with bills, you know, budgeting, finances, all that. You be learning about X and Y equal all types of shit that it ain't gonna mean nothing when the rent due. You
That's
can't,
true, but you know what? I think the X and the Y's and all that other shit, I think it's relevant because you don't know what path you're gonna take as an adult. But to add on to the shit,
Right.
how do you budget a checkbook?
Nah, the main
Or
thing, and
credit.
that's what I said to Slim when he hit me. I was like, yo, the money part is something that need to be taught in school, how to be accountable with money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we learn that shit later in life. Like, we go through damn near teenager and damn near to 30 blowing bread without even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us done touch money, done blew fucking money just as quick as we got it. So I think, like, we're learning how to budget, like you said, a checkbook, open a bank account, what a bank account mean, and
Teach 'em-
you know what I'm
teach 'em-
saying? Because a lot of that shit we be dumbfounded to.
You got to teach them the difference between what do you want and the things that you need. And learn to teach a person that you won't touch your money until all your responsibilities are taken care of. It's not about budgeting because once you've taken care of all your bills and the remainder of the money, you could do as you please because it's yours. You've earned it. But we have to teach them how to responsibility first.
Right.
Financial
And back-
responsibilities.
Back to this Martin Luther King thing, and it's a lot of people don't really pay attention to this and haven't really looked at it. For every, let's say, every titan we've had in our community, everybody who stood for something that they've given us in school, they've only given them to us to teach us that they've been assassinated by a white man.
Not only that, then they try to make us celebrate. I'm like, hold on,
But you go look, you gotta
you
look
done
at
killed
it.
the nigga.
You gotta. It teaches you.
You done stopped his from
It teaches
growing,
you that
you know what I'm
legacy.
saying?
Yeah, it
Word.
teaches that
Stopped
you can
him
only
young.
look. It gets deeper. It teaches you that you only have so much space to grow, and once you're above your bridges,
You out of here.
you're out of here. So what do they teach your kids? They teach them that it's all right to have some success, but only as long as you stay in your place, and that every one of your people that's ever made it, we've taken them out the way. So we've given you what we've given you. We allow you to get what you get. So those curriculums don't need to be taught because you don't teach somebody how to be proud about being African American or being proud about being dark skinned. You're teaching them that everybody that's looked like you, that's made it somewhere, we taking them up out of
Right,
here.
like, don't get
And
too
this is your
cute.
status in
We taking them
society.
up out of
And
here. So
one thing I will say is that the youngins now, what I do like about them, they don't hold that shit we kind of held. You know what I'm saying? Like the slavery shit, and a lot of that shit to them is not how prevalent it was to niggas how we heard it. You know what
That's
I'm
because
saying?
we have
my
information in our
son-
phones. We have instant information, and then we have our peers, and then the younger kids are freeing their mind a little bit quicker than we did. I'm 40 years old, so I had both. I had this teacher telling me this respectable Negro, and don't get it twisted, Martin Luther King was about it. They like to teach us that he was this docile,
Yeah,
weak
right.
Negro.
Yeah,
he was about
docile,
it.
that He was like,
But look how they did him in his movie. They made him seem like he was out fucking having random sex with women. He had a drug problem on the low. So what did they
They'll
make?
tell you.
So they fucked him up to the image of the people that you're giving him what you're not giving him in school. You're giving him to TV now through something that they could see. Now they seen that Martin Luther King that you're being taught about in school. This is what the fuck he was really like.
but on the flip side, do you think, because I was thinking about that once, me and you kind of chopped it up a little bit about it, far as what they are teaching. Do you think we need to start teaching at home?
Shit, yes.
Definitely. That's where it starts at.
We look. You can't.
Because I think it's not enough of that too.
But you
it's
take-
not enough of read this book, shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's more of just letting kids run. Like, this shit's at an all-time high on how fresh a kid look. This shit is at an all-time high. Because, nigga, when I was growing up, everybody wasn't fresh. Everybody didn't have J's. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we
they
was
skipping the
focused.
struggle.
Yeah, like everything to them is just so hands on. You just handed. They wear J's how niggas wore Adidas back then.
Hold on, they wear them
10-year-olds here
designer.
with
Right
Balenciaga.
Now, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like those Jordans? What is
They
that?
want the
waiting line
Gucci.
for
They
those
want the
no more. They
Gucci
good.
slippers in. You know what I'm saying? So and niggas is getting it though. Like
in sixth grade
you
with the
be
lace
seeing
front.
fucking 5-year-olds with a cell phone. He got a cell phone that is active. Can't use it. Can't dial one motherfucking number.
No.
But got a cell phone.
I'll correct you on that. I've seen kids that go on YouTube at the age of 2 and search and know what they're looking for and know what they're doing. So it's a plus because it advances them mentally wise. And then about homeschooling, my opinion on that is you don't want to keep them homeschooled because now you don't have them socially active. You want your kids to be able to socially interact with other children and other people and grow because if you don't, you stop them from growing mentally.
I don't think they ever do homeschooling, but I think it needs to be more learning. There's a lot of dudes that we seen that grew to be somewhat big in our communities that they say, yo, my mom's put this in my life. She put this book in my hand. That was the first place I got knowledge was in my home. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, because this is where everything starts. Everything, the first shit you learn is your mother and father. So everything they do, you mimic that.
To be honest, not to cut you off, but a lot of kids don't even care no more though. They don't even want to learn.
They don't care why though.
They don't.
You got to
they
make
just
them care. I
ignorant.
think.
They ignorant. They don't care.
Now that's what I'm saying. Like to
Don't
be
care.
anything that is like a citizen, no kid want to be. Like no kid want to be a firefighter. Like yo, if it was up to us, no bullshit. And that's why I say think about it. If it was just our community thinking and moving for our own shit, nigga, it'd be no police, no firefighters.
Oh,
Like
like how the
everybody would be
Panthers had it.
fucking rappers and movie stars.
But those are
and
necessities,
beat
though.
makers. Like
You gotta understand though, if there's no police, the level of shit being out of control would be rapid. So everything has to be everything has to play.
The Panthers was
have to-
policing our own neighborhood.
we have to-
They
Yeah,
had
but-
it under control.
Yeah,
We
but
have to
that's
teach
back
that,
then.
though.
Look at the level of shit the way the shit's out of control right now. If we said, all right, because a lot of people don't know this, right? You know that you can give your social security number back, right?
right,
And that you don't have to live by that number.
right.
When your parents sign your birth certificate and you get that social security number, you agree to it's a corporation. The United States is a
Right.
corporation. You agree to join this corporation when you
Right.
sign that birth certificate.
Right.
Now, you can give your social security number back and get off the grid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's say for instance, all the black community decided to get off the grid. We decided to police ourselves.
We're on the grid.
We're off the grid. We're on the grid now. If we decided to get off the grid and then police ourselves and take care of ourselves, at the end of the day, it's still gonna have to be some type of control
But
and
that's
order.
what I'm trying to say. But it got to be somewhere to where we are teaching or telling a kid, nah, it's cool for you to be a city councilman. It's cool for you to be Jakes. Because that's the same shit when we say, yo, it's none of us patrolling the hood. Because it's like, there's nobody want to be fucking police. How many niggas you know you run into that's like, nah, I'll be Jakes. You know what I'm saying? So if it was, you know what I'm saying?
Because
really,
you got children that
like, yo,
children be
kids
like,
is 5
I don't
and
want
know,
to be the police.
I don't speak to
The
police.
history of the police, though, they used to catch the free slaves and send them back down.
But you wouldn't
south.
be police.
Right,
It
but
was
then
never
but
good
then
for
how do you have yours
Nah, because
patrolling your hood?
in like those remote areas, you know, where people ain't civilized and all that, there's a leader there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a leader that everybody still
Right.
listens and follows in the structure.
But it's of the community. And see,
so it can happen.
say if like it was Jake's, everybody should have it to where you can call a motherfucker to get your nephew out that know probably did some dumb shit. It wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
how
You
it used to
need
be,
somebody there we can contact. If we don't have nobody there, that's why we keep getting the wrong end of the
Basically,
stick.
like how your neighbor used to be able to beat your kid's ass.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you niggas back in the like say the 90s. Police
Take a
that
drink.
patrolled the hood, motherfuckers what's the name that's
Every
crazy.
time he says, because in the
Motherfuckers-
90s, he got to take a drink.
Motherfuckers knew the Jakes that patrolled the neighborhood, like far as parents and shit. They could speak to them, what up, boom, boom, boom. You know, so even one of us get in trouble, you was more back then to get brought to your mother. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew the ass
wasn't
whooping was
always
coming.
the answer,
It wasn't like, yo, let's lock him. You know what I'm saying? It's like now, just jail's the answer.
So can it be both?
30,000 a month for an inmate.
You know
Can
what
it
I'm
be
saying?
both? Like Slim Narco was just saying that you can be off the grid. That's kind of extreme for certain people. to just go completely off the grid. That's my goal, my end goal. But can you to go off the grid for sure?
But what he
can
was
you?
saying-
Is it possible that in the meantime, while you choose to participate in society, can't you be like? I know when I was growing up, I was never explicitly told to not speak to police, but it was implied, and I knew that growing up. I just didn't. Not because I hated them. Now I have my own mind, but I just knew not to talk to them. But I had Miss Shirley down the street that was for sure to tell my grandmother or my mom, oh, she was down Forest Hills getting something. Like, they can run you down. So can we get back to that somehow?
We need them old women in the community that tell you when you're doing something wrong. That tell your mother and your father on you. But those don't exist no more because
They
the grannies is
don't.
twerking and all that.
That's
now.
what I'm
They
saying.
on TikTok.
So it's like, yo, you gotta
Granny
think.
only 45 though.
You gotta think.
And it's just no respect.
No respect.
Right, you can't, you know what I mean?
They doing what the kids is doing.
Like, it's just no respect
But
amongst
it's
the
because,
younger ones, all that.
like, and that's what we was talking about a couple
Nobody's
days
making
ago.
Sunday dinner
Nobody
no more.
want to grow the fuck up. You don't think at some point niggas got to grow up? Because everybody is still trying to stay young. And black people, like, nobody want to
for
grow the
real.
fuck up. Nobody want to be 50. Everybody still want to be, 50 the new 30. Like, no, nigga, 50 is 50.
Because nobody's lived life. Everybody's
Right.
been
About
out
to be
there
a
busting their
badass
fucking
and-
ass working for the white man. So by the time they got enough money where they can fall back,
Enjoy
they
it.
feel like they, why not? Why shouldn't I be able to enjoy everything that I work for? So you forget about it. You feel me? You can't. That's why I tell people it's like, when you don't own nothing, you don't have nothing. I'm not gonna break my back for these fucking Peckerwoods for 40 years, and now you know what I'm saying, when I'm 45, I have a $50,000 pension or a $70,000 pension that I'm supposed to not enjoy, and then everybody's judging me because I'm outside having a good time, what I wanted to do a long time ago and I couldn't because I was out there working 12-hour shifts
To get to this point.
just to be able to be here and be an idiot. You get what I'm saying?
But
You
at
was at
this
work more
point,
than you was at home.
at this point, everything is like a choice now. See, back then, it was by force. So motherfuckers that was working, it was like, this is the way we know to get in the door. Now, it's so many opportunities and shit you could get into. You could create some shit like Waking Up. You could just create a website. Just throw that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel when this time, it's like, it's more on us with the growing up and trying to form shit. Like he said, niggas should be police in their own community. Not to say niggas is stopping drama, but niggas is stopping dumb shit. Niggas is stopping from, niggas' nephews is being out there, shit get popped up. At some point, it gotta be not even for niggas. The kids is out here. At some point, we gotta let them play. We gotta let them enjoy shit.
them be
They gotta be
kids.
social. They shouldn't be seeing this shit that we bringing through. You know what I'm saying? And even though shit gonna always happen, but like he said, niggas gotta police shit. Niggas gotta start checking shit.
I mean, social media exposed them to a lot early too. Don't forget that, because if
Definitely.
they not seeing it around them, they seen it on the screen.
Right.
You know, they fantasizing like, oh,
Isn't it like a blessing and a curse because you need to be computer literate,
yeah. Fact.
but at the same time you can't stop everything that's coming through the screen
You
at
can
all
see
times.
anything on that.
Dog.
Back in the days, you had to sleep to watch porn on 23B or 24B.
No bullshit.
Black box.
Not
Nah.
the black box.
You know this nigga had a black box.
Nowadays, nigga, you get on
Was I
Pornhub
watching
and
all
nigga
that?
go crazy.
You had to have the remote real
That's
quick.
when niggas was getting an
change
ass
it.
whooping
I know,
end of
they
the
always
month.
get
Like, you
stuck
done
with
ordered
shit.
all this porn? No,
it's
bullshit.
free.
Not with
No,
the
I'm talking
black
about
box.
before the black box. When niggas had to just order that shit on cable.
Nigga,
You
I
hit
love
that order shit, nigga, be on your
Look,
ass
I used
end
to
of
go
the
in my
month.
I used to go in my people's room, put the black box on. I had the VCR in the room. I put the tape in there, record over the tape, have some porn, go in my room late night, nigga. I watch my
Early.
shit there.
Niggas was
Look at you,
definitely-
technology. That's what I'm saying.
the
We
living room
are
with
some
it.
smart children. We are innovative, but we just don't have the
And see,
capital to
now
back
that's
it
why
up.
I really say, like, yo, a lot of us that was born in these generations, is creative as shit. Niggas just don't put it to use. You know what I'm saying? I even look at where music's at. Like, niggas is very creative because in our time of growing up, you didn't have all this shit this fast. Like, you had to really create a game. You had to really go out and fuck with niggas. Like, you know what I mean? You couldn't fuck with niggas online.
Also,
You had to
living
hit
our life
doors.
fast.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Rush to die.
playing baseball.
Right, like.
When I was growing up, we used to be outside on the speed bumps playing baseball. We'd be on the half court playing basketball.
But not even if you want to approach niggas, you had to go and approach niggas. You couldn't just be like, yo, somebody get online and just fuck. No, you had to.
Whoever you
Yeah,
want to be
yo,
online
them
now.
niggas is down there. Yo, let's all go down there. Niggas used to show up out they hood, nigga, deep as shit, at a motherfucking basketball joint just to turn up.
That goes to being social.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I think it made us have to create and get around shit. You know what I'm saying?
That built character. Now you building character online.
Right. Exactly my point.
That's weird.
That's exactly what that shit is. You hit that shit on the helmet.
You ain't never had a fist
never
fight
had
in
a
your
fist
life.
fight in your fucking life.
You just
all these niggas
super
get
savage
punched
or
and
whatever.
run. As soon as they get punched, run be right in their whole motion.
Demolition Man. People ain't paying attention to it.
That used to be no one
It's the
understood
Demolition
me.
Man.
Y'all seen that movie?
You never seen a
Oh,
Demolition
Man?
Everything is done virtually.
Yeah.
Everything is done virtually. All the cars are electronic. They got something in your cars now that when the police pull you over and these cars that are coming over, it turns the car off and it pulls over on you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they had the underground people in the
and
bottom.
California already mandated that by 2030, all their cars on their road have to be electric.
A word?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So what you think they're getting ready to do? Well, nigga, we about to be in the Congos again.
They about to definitely know where niggas V. They been knowing where niggas V's are. You got a V in your name. They know exactly what that motherfucker said.
COVID was population control, right? The New World Order is the Soviet Union taking over again and controlling what they need to control. And us, you guys ain't ready to be able to be pump horse? The new Soviet Union. What you think he's doing right now that they talking about? He's trying to build up his country.
Early.
So the third war is not about going to war. The third war is about creating the community the way that they visualize it. You know what I'm saying? And anything that doesn't fall in control, it's the same thing all over again. The white man, they thing that they always done, them Europeans has always been, anything that they don't understand, they can't control, they eliminate.
Facts.
That's how it's always been in history.
Facts.
So what's the solution? Because we can't just cut the children off
do
from
that.
technology.
No, we do them like they do us. Smoke them niggas.
No, I'm talking about, we started talking about children not being social. Do you cut them off from technology? Do you have controlled times?
Control times. Definitely make them go outside, man. Go if you don't go in that playground, go bump your head, go get in a couple of squabbles.
Go get a little scratch on it. Come inside, clean a little cut.
It's funny because the other day
Play some marbles.
I took my daughter to the park. She was complaining there was too many kids out there.
Ooh,
she might have been
that
having a
hurts
panic
me.
attack from
because we've been inside.
Social distancing.
Nah, shit been fucked up. But yo,
We went from a pandemic to a war.
do you ever look at that, right? Just city to city. You know what I'm saying? What is it? 52 states. Yeah. So, fucking city to city, there is a hood in every city.
No, there's a in and out prison in every city. Take a look at Susan Baranowski's, the way it's complex and built. Look at those buildings. Look at the project
Like a
buildings in our
college.
city.
It's like a college
Definitely.
too.
But fucking, do you feel like, yo, the way niggas bring smoke to each other, that it is a problem that we don't bring smoke to white people?
Facts.
Like that?
Yo, let me say something. Like, if me and him get into a little fist fight, I ain't taking that shit. I ain't forgetting. But you done forget this white man. They done killed your people, your ancestors for like
no bullshit.
forever.
Word. Or white jakes
guys
that
smart
done
with you.
Bang the
Talk
nigga's
all
fucking
kind of
head
slick,
up,
but
done
you
knock
wouldn't.
the nigga out, then choke the nigga to sleep.
They
Like,
got a
niggas to
system
see that
designed for
Jake
y'all
again
now.
and it's nothing.
Yes,
He just did his job. Like, nigga, he just choked you the fuck out yesterday.
Niggas are rah with niggas. See the white man come around. Yes sir, no sir, yes sir, yes ma'am.
Good morning.
That's my guy.
That's my.
Yo, because I was in a late night, right? It was probably like 2 a.m. That late shit that be on Huntington. I'm in there, and it's like 3 niggas in there and shit. And it's a white dude, older white dude, suit on. You know what I'm saying? And these young niggas was arguing with this nigga back and forth. Dog, this nigga's calling them bitches, everything but a nigga he didn't call him, but called them everything else. Y'all some little bitches. Y'all listen to that rap music, think y'all. And in my head, I'm like,
if that was anybody else.
If it was anybody else, niggas would have took off on this nigga.
Facts.
Like, if it was an older black dude, niggas would have whooped his ass. If it was a younger black dude, niggas. But this white dude, this nigga talk shit for like a good 3-4 minutes.
Couldn't have, because
And I'm like, and it was 3 of them, and it's one of them, and he's calling all of them out, and I'm like, damn, niggas ain't moving. They like, yo, you fucking lucky, da-da-da. And I'm like, damn, but would have probably killed the nigga in this pizza shop for talking like that.
Let me add something to that, right? It's crazy because, we used to laugh at white people for tanning and all that. Look where I'm about to go with this. Now in Jamaica, they bleaching.
Oh, they've been doing that for centuries.
You feel me?
Yeah, they bleach.
We laugh at them for them trying to be like us, but It's okay for us trying to be like them. Nah.
But that's what
They
I'm
do
trying
it in
to
D-
tell you.
all them islands.
Everything
Yeah, that's
we
crazy
do,
to me.
we are the originators of everything. We
I'm not
let
with that.
them take it, and then we try to like loan it from them. That's what niggas is doing with rap music. Like none of us are like niggas is loaning from them.
Yeah,
and they just
borrowing
own
the money.
niggas' music.
That's
That's
we
really
sign them
our
deals.
fucking
Yeah.
music. Like
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying? Like you think about everything we made cool. We made clothing cool. Look who's getting the money, Louis.
But you got to look at the
All these other
multi-billionaires.
motherfuckers, not one black
Look at
motherfucker.
if the multi-billionaires took their money and started their own distribution companies and their own labels and kept signing their own artists, where would the money be going to?
They always talking about help Africa.
If
help us here
motherfuckers
too,
was to
nigga.
go and own these companies, I believe niggas would be able to distribute the money even more.
But you got to understand
'Cause
that.
then you will be able to really look out for yours.
gotta
One thing
understand-
about having black at the top, it trickles down to black all the way down. Just like how if it's white at the top, some way it's trickling down white. Believe that. Like,
look.
they own the rap game. Look who the fucking people we go to get signed. Look who the people sitting at the desk
We
before
gotta
you reach
entertain
them.
them. You see
Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda up there.
Look how
dancing
niggas be on the
table.
tables. Just mad niggas be doing it, though.
But look at it. You got to look at it through history, right?
Samples.
In slavery, right? If you go back and you look at videos on YouTube, they have on slavery. They have black people, as far as they used to have even females with big asses that they would have entertaining and dancing
True
for,
indeed.
for all
Human
white people.
zoos.
For
I
all white
remember.
people. So you have to look at the way that a person, our generations and our community's been built. We've been built in a certain way to perform, to entertain, to follow order, to be controlled. Jewish people run everything. Everybody, the movies, the radio stations, the all that shit's owned by Jewish people. Europeans,
But there is
Europeans own-
nobody that is more popular than us. Nobody. We are the people that start anything looking good,
but never owned
sounding
nothing.
good.
But never owned nothing.
All that
Because of how
shit.
society was structured.
Yeah.
Nah, but
a
it's-
system structured for us to not.
But when you
It is,
entertain,
but now it's at a point to where niggas can learn to beat the system, and niggas still don't want to learn this shit. Niggas still just want to somehow feel, yo, they gonna pass it to
programming,
me. They
bro.
never gonna pass that
it's
shit.
programming, bro. You're already programmed and you're comfortable. People are comfortable with what they got. They don't want it. You don't. Why would you go from what works to rolling your dice when you already know that for centuries on centuries on centuries, this is what works. Yes, we could. Yes, we make everything because that's what they were made for. You're here to pick cotton to make the shirts. You're here to build the buildings. You're here to entertain us, and you're here to make the clothes for us.
But
So
niggas-
yes, you
niggas
make
can-
everything.
Niggas can turn all these things.
But you
right
don't.
now,
But niggas don't
where we
even
at,
own
you know what-
themselves.
You know what? You know what's
We don't
gonna
even
have to
own
start from?
mentally.
You know
We
what
don't
I'm
even own ourselves because people are
Facts.
still programmed. When you learn to own yourself mentally, and he'll tell you, when I'm outside, I don't give a fuck. I tell cops suck my dick. I tell everybody suck my dick. I'm with everybody the same way.
I'm the same way.
Yo, you
with
know-
So I hold I hold my character, and I stand on it. Like Jay-Z said one time, he said, when I walked inside those buildings, I walked in there. I didn't change the way I speak. I didn't change anything. I spoke the way I spoke because he understood that he was coming here. I was going to be
knowledge,
profitable
though.
for you. So when I speak to people the way because this is me here.
But you gotta
You
have,
need you're at pleasure for standing around me.
But you gotta also have
So-
knowledge of what you're walking into. See, that's where the fuck you could come in as you are, because you also have this knowledge that niggas think you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Yeah, but
we
look,
don't feed ourselves.
when you
enough.
already- when
Like
you're already
said, how many
shining-
people you know read that book. You said
The Pale,
You know
Pale
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
Hill Horse. Look, when you're
Not
already
too many
shining,
people.
when you're already shining, and that you already know inside of you, we as people are smart. We as people are crafty. We as people are everything that needs to be is right. But we don't understand that as a person. When you understand that, and you can see your own, and you can see what you have, like with the music. I'm not as confident as with the music as I am as a person.
Right.
I'm very confident as an individual because I've been through the trials and the tribulations. I've been through the battles and I've overcome them and I've come over them. So I understand what it is that I'm capable of doing. I understand how much weight I have on my shoulders. When we as a people, as a all start to see that, and we all start to see that this a good nigga right here. This a good nigga right here. He a smart nigga right here. He a smart nigga right here. When we all see that and we all three of us get our brains together and we lock in on something, we get some let's say whatever it is we get on it, is nothing that can stop us.
But that's what I'm saying.
We're going to have to unify under
the
one
hardest
banner,
shit
though.
is
That's what
for
it is.
niggas to trust each other and fuck with each other. That's what I'm telling you about
But
the
that's-
whole.
we're
If
brainwashed.
everything was black, no, it could never work because niggas don't trust each other. Who the
It
fuck
can.
gonna buy it off each other?
Facts.
Niggas be knowing niggas now that sell the same T-shirt Gucci do, and
It's
a go
crab
with
in
the
the barrel
Gucci.
mentality. But we gotta all. This is how we gonna have to do it because numbers don't lie, right? It's not enough black people in America to even debo anything out here. So we're gonna have to all unite in the world under one banner.
Right.
And you know what's gonna have to help us? Africa. That's the strongest continent. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all the natural resources come from it. They're gonna have to come and help us. They got to fuck with us. But when they get in America, they don't fuck with us.
But listen to this though. Think about this, and this is crazy.
They got the power. Hold on real quick. They got the power to be like, yo, if y'all don't give my people in America reparations for slavery, y'all can't get shit from us over here.
But do you think about niggas from
Gotta
Africa,
shut everything down.
niggas from China, wherever. Niggas come here and niggas excel in life. Like all Africans be right when they come here. They be doctors, like that's what I'm saying. It's not too much of niggas.
They don't got that program. They don't got that program. My
Facts.
cousins came from Dominican
Right. That's
Republic,
what I'm
and
saying.
they're teachers. They go to college, and they came out here, but they came from like I've been in DR. I've lived in a city in DR. I've seen what they come. It's freedom. It's an ultimate freedom. So when you come from the ultimate freedom of having nothing to the land of possibility, because that's what they look at it. They're not mentally programmed like we are. We
Facts.
wake
But
up in
that's what I'm telling
the
you.
we wake up in the
Mentally.
hood.
Right,
Yeah.
but you got to think we was born in the land of the free, and don't be looking
we're
at
not
it like
free.
We're not
mentally.
free though.
You
We're
You
not
understand
free
what I'm
though,
saying?
bro.
Nah, you as free as you keep yourself.
free
Same way you said,
physically.
like, yo, when you see Jakes, you don't feel no way. Like, when I see police, I don't be giving a fuck about police. Like, they're not gonna do no shit I'm not gonna let a nigga do to me. Period. Like, they're not coming all fucked up
But it's
to me.
a
They
difference.
not.
Look, in
You know what
Dominican
I'm saying?
Republic, I used to be 9 years old. I walked to the store, 9 o'clock in the morning, go in the corner store in the bodega, and Colmado, whatever you want to call it, let me get a beer.
Está bien.
Yeah, let me get it. Put that shit on my dad's tab.
Wow. Like, you,
So, and
but
you can
we
go,
gotta-
but you go to school, you eat real food. Like the food that they give you in school over there is the food that you would get at home. When you get out of school, all the kids know each other. They all from the same area. They all go back home together. They all do them, and they all come out together.
I think
those are still
the
communities.
biggest thing we got to teach in the community, one thing for sure, is education. Like, because that education is not held as high as it should be in our community. And it's like, that's the one thing niggas be missing a lot, information. Niggas be smarter than a lot of other places, but information, we all be lacking that shit. And it's like, you damn near... Right, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying is you, especially as like a man, you have to start feeding yourself.
when
you
you
gotta
was going
start
to
learning
school-
yourself. You gotta, like he said, pick that book up.
When you
Know
was
what
going
the
to
fuck
school,
this
right?
About. Or if I'm in this field, let me learn about the field I'm trying to get into. That way I can't get played once I get to the door. You know what I'm saying? So many niggas get played because niggas be like, nah, I ain't understand.
When you was
Even
in
when
school,
niggas
right?
say niggas own money.
Let
And
me cut you
because
off for
they
a
didn't
second.
understand how they got played.
When you was in school, when all of us was in school, this is a question for everybody. They ever teach you about the Black Wall Street?
Never.
Excuse me, I'm glad you brought that up since you asking everybody. We were definitely not taught about Black Wall Street, but because
So,
I grew up in the, I found
so-
out through my people, and I did my high school senior English paper on it. And let me tell you what that white man did. He tried to tell me that I couldn't do it or shouldn't do it. My auntie came up there and damn
all
near
those-
put the mitts to him.
All those people were doctors, lawyers, teachers, prominent business owners, had their own incomes, had their own way of living, and were prominently a black striving community that was on its way to prosper. But they won't teach you that in
No,
school.
definitely.
Where they got the banking
But-
system from too, because during the Great
But like you
Depression-
said though, what is the main thing you said? How did you get it? You learned it yourself. That's what I'm saying. Niggas got to start doing some self work. That's the only way this shit is gonna work.
all
Like
niggas want to do is learn how to motherfucking get that bank card.
that's it, nigga.
your
Fuck
bank
with some
account
bitches.
info, you
That's
know what I'm
it.
saying?
Like, and that's what I
Yeah.
mean about
Yeah.
the reality
You
of
fucking
not
count
too
up,
many niggas we have are shooting for Wall Street, shooting to be Jake, shooting to be EMS, shooting to be. So that's why I say like a lot of shit sound good when it be yo fuck white people and weird. But it's like, nigga, us without white people, nigga, it's like us without water, my nigga. We'd be all fucked up.
No.
Like we'd be.
That's not true. That's not true.
Who would be EMS? Who would be police? Who would be
It's
the fire
niggas that'll
department?
step up because
You think it's
a lot of
niggas that'll
jobs.
step up?
Yeah, a lot of jobs. It's people that want to be those in those positions, but they're not given that opportunity to.
You can
That's a
go
fact.
and be a volunteer firefighter. Like, that's how a lot of niggas get on firefighting shit. Like, you also could take the test, but if not, you can volunteer and work your way through.
You think somebody that's in the projects in fucking Milwaukee somewhere where poverty's different wouldn't want to go do that to make a change for their family? They would.
I think
they're not given that opportunity to, though, because that job position that is accounted for a white person.
I definitely believe it's just, that's what I'm saying. In order for these things to change,
so let's
it
ask
has
the
to
Native
be some
Americans who they think should
niggas
leave.
in the door. Once niggas get in the door, then niggas can start to create, like, it need to be some black police captains, chiefs.
Yeah, it needs to be a lot of stuff. We're talking about what we need and what we should do. But if you are not led to believe that you can do it, for one. And for two, you got to pay the rent tomorrow. So I cannot volunteer and be a firefighter because I don't have the support system at home to help me feed me and pay my rent while I do this volunteer shit or go to school even. So we have to think about eating and paying rent.
But that's what I was saying to you. This is why we talk about the curriculums in school, right? If they started teaching, let's say by the time you got to 7th or 8th grade, they have choices whether you wanted to be into the astronaut field, if you wanted to go that high. If you want to be doctors, if you want to be lawyers, whatever. Let's say every field, every course every school was broken down into certain fields. You have a medical high schools, you'll have your lawyers, whatever schools, and you ask a student, what do you want to, like, by the time you're in 8th grade, you should already know what it is that you want to look into, how it is, because if you really look at something, they make it more complicated than what it has to be. Mm-hmm. If you teach a person from the 8th grade to 12th grade about medical, by the time he gets to graduate high school and go into the business and go into his area, wherever it is that he chose, he's already going to know enough to diagnose what it is, because you only specify looking into that one place. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to get into. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know from the 8th grade all the way to your 12th grade. So by the time you graduate, you're already ready to go into society and work, and you're not in debt from college.
Thank you.
That should be the case, but what they're gonna say, and what they're gonna say, and what they're gonna tell us is we don't have the money or we don't have the funding, and those type of programs do, even at the most basic level, like music, like we just talked about, that low level quote unquote shit takes funding, and they're gonna say, oh, we don't have the money for that.
So we take history, because we don't need no
because it's something you also have to think of this
too. History, we don't need history.
Producing.
Look, we don't need history.
U.S. history.
You don't need U.S. history because nobody gives a fuck about none of that shit that happened before because it's not relevant. You don't need social economics unless you're teaching somebody how to balance a book and how to be in society and how to run a fortune company. You don't need biology or none of that shit unless the student wants to particularly base his career off of that. You give him a choice. You give them a choice whether if you want to go into the science field, this is what you want to go into. Certain things that we don't need. You don't need algebra unless a person is going into that field. You need your basic how to balance your checkbook, how to add, how to count your money, how to take care of your rent, one come first. Those are the stuff that you need to be taught from the 6th and 7th grade. By the time you're in 8th grade, you need to be taught what it is that you're going to go into and what it is that you need to be done. And so for them to say that we can't fund it, then you eliminate everything that doesn't need to be there.
So how about this? We just ask the Chinese, because ain't they doing like college work in elementary school?
It's a machine. It's a machine. They got the machine running.
But that's because they take time to educate their people in China. They want.
But you still have you have a good handful of people right now that are black that are like lawyers, doctors. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's at an all time high as far as like niggas graduating. But I feel like when it come to utilizing the shit in the community, it's like, yo, the shit is not being utilized to where it's like, yo, the shit is helping us. And I really feel because it's nobody in these positions. Like I said back then, it was a teacher or a couple black teachers that spoke to niggas different. You know what I'm saying? Hip niggas the shit different. Knew how to break some shit down to you for you to understand it in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it was, knowing how niggas think. And it's not too many of that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
because teachers are going into debt to become teachers to only make like 25,000.
Look, if you were to tell a kid, look, You want to be a doctor, this is what you got to look for. If you see somebody's gum line, let's say, for example, change this color, then you can know from the fact that this is what they have. If you broke it down into simplest terms like that, and you didn't make it complicated, well, you know, like that, kids will look at it like, yeah, I know a lot of people that when I was younger at first, when I was growing up, I didn't want to do the things that I was doing. I wanted to do something else.
Do you think kids these days be like, want to learn?
They gotta get, you know what they gotta do?
Because motherfuckers gotta want to learn.
But you don't.
Like,
you gotta install that into them.
Motherfucker could put anything in front of you. That don't mean you gonna
gotta-
eat that.
you
It's
gotta-
true, but you gotta know
They
your
gotta
child.
They gotta
You
get
gotta
rid of that game, cops and robbers, because nobody want to be the cop when they kids.
Real
Everybody
shit.
want to be the robber,
That's
which
what
is
I'm
the
telling
bad
you.
guy. You feel me?
Right.
So
Right.
You gotta install in your kid
on.
everything. Everything is you gotta
we
install.
gotta have positions, city
Yeah.
councils, you know.
Yeah, but
motherfucking,
that goes to
we
knowing
gotta
your
delegate
child.
in them big buildings for us to be able to go in these buildings.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in that. You got to change it from the inside out because I think that's whack.
No, I feel
But-
you gotta go straight the way in.
All right,
what?
change it from the inside out. Like, oh, we have
Infiltrated?
they still gonna put their foot on your neck with this thin blue line and all this other shit. Once you get in the door, you got to play their game, and it's gonna
like
take
they
a
tell you,
whole nother 50 years.
Like when they tell
Listen
you,
what
oh,
I'm-
you're pretty
listen
for
what
a
I'm saying,
black girl.
What you're
Look,
telling
hold on. Yo, time out.
Come on,
Time out.
somebody.
One
Hey,
person.
hold on.
I'm not
Time out.
saying
Look,
one
you're
person
still,
going
you're
in.
still look. This is what I'm talking about. Programming. You're still looking for their acceptance. You're talking about letting them in the
No,
fucking
I'm
door.
not doing
You're
shit.
talking about,
I'm
talking
just
about,
saying.
You're talking about you got to get your foot in the door when you.
No, she said it was whack. Infiltrated.
No, but you talking about they gotta let you get your foot in the. You don't gotta let you get when you got what you got. You got it. You just push it.
But it's like
And
a
what I was
old,
saying
the
was
old boy system.
Not send one person in the building. No.
No.
Like you gotta
Like they
teach
did the
motherfuckers
Capitol.
that.
Look,
yo, listen, it's cool for
Remember
y'all
what
to
Pac
go
said?
up there.
Pac said with
You
the
know what
Black
I'm saying?
Panthers we was knocking. Let us in. He said with Thug Life we kicking down the motherfucking door.
Like, yo, niggas have to start looking at shit like you said, you gotta push kids to say, yo, nah, it's cool for you to be a police officer. Nah, you just ain't gotta be a robber.
Oh,
And for
whatever.
you to be police don't mean because you come from the neighborhood, we're all gonna look at you fucked
I'm
up.
saying-
now you police.
That's true,
And
but
we
what
have
I'm
to start
saying is
demonstrating that shit
you
too.
need to know your children and get to know your children. So you know that Lil Taekwon, he's good with numbers. He buys penny candy and he sells it for $1. He's good with numbers. Try to stir him into that position. Or if you know Tamika's good with hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't deter her.
She's racist. She's racist.
I'm not
like a
racist. Well, black
motherfucker.
people can't.
We
Black
can't be
people can't be
racist.
racist. Black people can't be racist.
We're the
Crazy.
nicest people in the fucking world.
For two, when
Forgive everybody except for our own.
Except for
forgive
our own, and that's the
docile
major
as
problem,
hell.
bro. We
Docile
don't never fucking
as hell.
forgive each other.
That's only because that system really worked, that they used the brainwashers generations.
So how do we? So how do you feel we can come off that?
Huh? I just told you how. We need the help of the motherland, to be honest with you. They got to come and
well, that seems like a
They
long
gotta-
road. What's something we could do? Kind of, sort
We
of.
don't got the numbers. We don't even got numbers to even stand a chance in America.
No, we don't have
numbers.
we all have
Dogs.
we all have our community though. You know what I'm saying? As far as like
Maybe ain't shit.
All right. So what is
Roxbury ain't shit to fucking Chestnut Hill, that whole area.
what's something that can be done on a more? What's something that can be done on a? This should stop on a more immediate level. Not today, but not 10 years from now, because we ain't gonna get
We gotta
Africa
ask
to
the
do
people
it.
that specialize in that.
Okay,
Somebody
that's a solution.
Somebody that's good with the numbers and been studying it. I can't just hop in and say what I think need to be done. We gotta,
So
we gotta
speak
know
to
some-
somebody
we
that.
definitely-
somebody that's been doing this for a while and they've been watching certain patterns. You know what I'm
We
saying?
gotta sit down as a community.
so
first.
somebody that we can like make a councilman. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's dangerous? Farrakhan. He's
Definitely.
dangerous
Definitely.
because
Definitely.
he can get a whole bunch of people to listen.
to listen.
When I went to that 20th year anniversary Million Man March, you'll never see that many black people
Yeah, that shit get
together
crazy, right.
without any violence, bro.
Right. Yeah, and that'd be a place no
shows you
violence,
something,
no
bro.
violence,
No violence
Farrakhan
at all.
Shit. Anytime you throw the Million Man March, it never been done.
Never.
And
You'll
it'd be
never see that, bro.
You would
I
never
can't
see
have
that.
I can't have a party in the middle of Dorchester with niggas from this side street and this side street there. It's gonna be sun.
Right.
Imagine that many people together, black people together, and nothing happens, bro.
Right.
All right,
That
so what
shows
can
your
we do?
power.
But you don't think like if say if niggas start
You gotta
having,
take money out of it, bro, because if you pay our people in power, like if they get funded by us, they're gonna be pocketing it, man. It becomes
See how we all look at each other?
It's a fact. It shows,
but we
bro.
just look at each other like that.
No,
That's
bro,
why it's hard for us to do
if they're not really
business.
doing it from the
because
conscience
we
of
really
this,
be like, yo, if I
they're
go
not doing it from the-
50-50, I know mom's going to
If they're
pocket
not
some
doing
shit.
it, look, they're not doing it from the
And it'll
kindness of
stop
this,
us
bro.
both from growing.
Bro,
The Black Lives Matter.
if they're not doing it from the kindness of their heart for their people, then it's not sincere.
Yeah, but in
bro.
business, a lot of shit grow, and once it
not-
grows, two people see, yo, you know what? One of us was fucking.
Are we
up,
doing this
both
for our
was fucking
people or are we
up,
doing this for
And then they
business?
break, but
You
we
get what I'm
both
saying?
good. You know what I'm saying?
Are we doing this for our people or are we doing it for business? You get what I'm saying?
It's a possibility of corruption.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I think
yeah.
it got to be for both. I think it got to be for both. Because niggas got to want to do good business.
Bro, it's either you doing it for your people or you doing it for business.
Right now, but you got to do it for both because that's what I'm saying.
But you doing it for both if
See,
you doing it for your people.
Because as black people, right, we got to stop feeling when we do something, it's for the people. We got to feel it's cool for him to do this and put a number on it. It's cool for him to want to talk, and when he speak,
that's
yo,
what
I'm going
my
to charge
lawyers
$200 every time I come through and do a
that's
speak.
whack.
How's that whack?
That's whack, bro.
Why
You
can't
don't
you have
think he should
both?
take care of
I'm not
himself?
saying you can't
Oh.
have both, but if you're doing it for your people, that's because you really care about your people.
So what if
That's how I feel.
what if mums
So no getting
listen,
paid?
No,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
saying
saying.
that.
You can do both. What if mums was like, I'm gonna go to the Tobin Community Center. I'm gonna talk on Monday
Right,
and
shout out to the Tobin.
Monday-
Shout out to all the
Johnson
elementary.
Center.
Monday and Wednesday. I'm gonna come talk. Y'all come through. But on Friday, for y'all that are really serious, it's $150 a head. You can't do both.
No,
I'm
he just
I'm
got
not,
it.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we trying to make a change for us,
I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Because
asking.
that's what's happening with the music right now.
I was ready to say that.
Yeah.
When
Like,
the nigga
nigga,
say he rap
yeah.
for the culture, he shouldn't get paid, so he should just keep
that's
rapping.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
Coaching
saying
our
is,
people is different,
what I'm
bro.
saying is, when you got certain people at a certain position, if you're really about the community, if you're really about seeing your people
gonna
prosper,
get the money
then
anyways.
you're not gonna want to benefit off your people because you really want to see them do good out of genuine
trying to get
generosity of your
established.
heart, or you want to see us do good because it's ain't gonna make you feel happy, make you feel gratified, and make you feel satisfied that you help somebody in your community. If you're
Yes.
looking at it for money and out of a business pleasure,
sincere.
you're not
when
really
we-
sincere about it.
And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what stopped like legacies from growing. Yo, if he could get bread, it's supposed to be for one of y'all to get bread and then for the next two to get bread. Like shit should never just be, yo, we're doing this shit for free out of, even though, yo, we have love for this shit and we want to change some shit with people. But I think
That's why
showing
we-
motherfuckers business is the way to change
Can I give
everybody's
you a real
life.
life
'Cause
situation?
niggas don't be knowing
Can
Can I
business.
give you a real life
really
situation?
don't care
I'm in the
people. You
well.
got
I
price tag.
grew up
Like
in
you
the
don't
beauty.
think so? Listen to this, right?
No, you
We
listen
should
to
have-
this
hold
real
on.
quick,
We
please.
should have a corner store that is ours. So say like COVID, we couldn't go in those stores and be like, yo, let me hold this, and I'm gonna bring you that 50 when I. And that's how niggas put that. That's the reason of a corner store, a convenience store in the community. It's supposed to be a store of the community.
So, hold on. I got a good analogy, bro. When they was fighting for freedom from slavery, they wasn't saying nothing about money. They cared about their people's well-being. You get what
But
I'm
it was
saying?
to get money too,
No,
because
it-
niggas started feeling we need money.
Before
Let me know when I
money.
can give you a real life
Before the
scenario.
money, before the money,
You don't
bro.
think they was doing it for money too?
Oh, man, you keep saying money. Money has nothing to do with somebody that's enslaved, brother.
Right, but your whole shit to get out is
on.
because I'm working for free.
No.
Oh my
No,
God
they
in
forcing
hell!
me to
It's
work.
held against my will.
Right.
No.
And you
You're
feel
beating me, you're
so you
killing me.
feel
Raping
No,
me,
thank
taking
you.
my kids.
Take the money
right.
out
I'm
of
saying
it. bro.
we
You
know.
gotta take the money
Listen,
out
we
of it.
know freedom was,
Can
Huh?
but a lot of shit is niggas feel.
Marcus Garvey wasn't from this country. He came over and marched in the streets. Come on.
Who?
so? Can I give you an example, please?
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Was that a good look
gonna
for
see.
Malcolm?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's still.
I mean-
he's still a hero to us.
You
And they
think-
don't teach him about
Didn't-
high school.
Did niggas just kill his daughter?
He had a house. He had,
Like,
I don't know, bro.
and did
She
niggas
died.
kill Malcolm?
Yeah, because he
Like,
got
wasn't one
too
of them
big for his
niggas from
britches.
Boston?
Can
Nah.
can I listen?
she
I
doesn't
do
say.
hair and makeup. I'm certified, right? There's times where I'll do back to school or shorties that got out of the joint. I'll do that. But on the other end, I'm gonna get paid for my time and my labor. So when I go to the shop, it's $300, whatever it used to be back in the day, for a weave, and that's the bottom line. But if I do a charity event for my community, then no, I'm not gonna expect to get paid. So it got to be a balance. Everything's not black and white.
because if you're already getting money off the other end, then you shouldn't come to the.
Right, so it's a balance. It didn't have to
No,
be
it's
so black
different.
and
That's
white.
what I'm saying. Nah, it's different. Like, if you're getting money off something else and then you're coming and you're doing something for the community, cool. Yeah, then you should do it without expecting anything. But at some point, whatever you are good at doing, you should
I
get
should
paid
be getting
for that
paid for it,
talent.
and I'm going to.
So if I'm good at trying to get my people free, I should get paid for it.
So when your people stop
That's
coming to see you
whack.
because you charge
Colin
$100
Powell
to see you,
get paid like all them motherfuckers.
I'm not-
Better come
What's
on,
the
somebody.
what's the
I'm
black
not
dude's
saying don't
name?
get paid.
What's
I'm
the other
saying
You
black
better
dude's name?
come on,
Jesse.
somebody.
we can't compare
Jesse Jackson.
slavery to
Jesse.
doing here. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that.
Nah, niggas was in slavery doing hair too.
No, we can't compare it though, bro. Because if this is my man, you my man's, you my man's, and I can pay to get you out. Who ain't gonna pay it, bro? Come on. Who's not gonna pay it? It's not about money. If we all going through the same thing, bro. Everybody wasn't broke.
Nah, in them times it was like, and then for
Motherfuckers
one, why
getting
you
killed, getting lynched.
Then for one, why
getting
you
raped.
can't compare it because
It wasn't
everybody
about money, it's
was
about
in
our
the same
well-being of
situation,
our
right?
people.
Because everybody was in one situation. But once we come out of that situation, motherfuckers was looking how to get compensated. Niggas is still looking how to get compensated for that work. Niggas did. Niggas felt we built this shit. We should be compensated for it.
That's
that
why we
is?
ain't gonna get nowhere.
You know what that is? But you know what that is,
Ain't gonna
bro?
get nowhere.
People use slavery as an excuse.
As a business,
People
because that's
use
how
it as
white
like slavery
people do that.
because you did this to our people, I can't do this. Or
I
because
believe you.
because
I
you did
agree
this
with
to our
that
people
100%.
because you did this to our people, I don't want to do this.
Right. I
And they
believe
put,
that
and they put a
100%.
number on
I
it
believe
with
that shit is
reparations.
really an
We want to get
excuse.
paid for that. Nah, I don't want to get paid. Yep. They killed us, and we was the soil. In them small villages, when they go to war, they go to war with another village. They're going to war over their people, for their people. They're not going to war for money.
Look,
It's the well-being of their people.
Look at this, right? In the community, if he did, let's say you did electricity, he did carpentry, I did masonry, he did plumbing, and
Shout out to the plumbers.
everybody did something, right?
Everybody in that masonry.
And we all decided that, look, we're not gonna charge each other, but we all got a special craft. Let's start building houses for the community. You know how to cut wood, you know how to put the wood together
Make
to
this
build in
all
the houses,
black
you know how to lay the bricks down. Let's do that. When people decide to get all those people, because those are the leaders, the people that know how to do plumbing, the people that know how to do those are our
Very
real
valuable.
Those are our real leaders. The ones that work in the banks and know how to balance a check, the ones that own businesses, those are our real leaders, not the rappers, not the NBA players, not the monkeys.
Entertainers, they
'Cause they're
clowns.
monkeys. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But if those people got together and decided, let's come to the hood, let's take a couple of these 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds before they turn out, and let's teach them about this, and let's build a house. Let's take these kids and let's get a little area and let's build a mini house, something that they can see that they accomplished, something that they did with their hands. You know how good that'll make you feel to see something that you built come together. It'll change. It can change lives, though.
But do you
I get on
include?
it.
So you think if niggas dressed the hood up, it would be better?
You said what?
If niggas dressed it up, it would be better.
Nah, why would you dress it up?
So say if niggas tour mash just put cribs up. Now we have a black joint. You think that would change the thinking?
If you see your light, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So this is why millionaires don't put back into the, because it's like there's nothing they could give niggas that would help niggas. There's nothing they could give niggas.
Look, if they gave niggas,
You don't think so?
Look, if they gave,
You think money would help?
look, I was at Nashville Street, right?
Because it all goes to the thinking. So we all had this. COVID just gave every motherfucking body
Look, bro.
money.
Look,
me.
check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
Look.
And everybody kept the same thinking and gave that shit right back.
Oh, right. Hey, yo,
Niggas
check
gave
this
they
out.
shit
Hey,
all
yo, bro,
night,
check
they
this
get they
out.
shit back.
I was when I was at National, they just started programs, right? And one of the guys that was coming there, he was the guy for Ward 6, whatever that is. He's the guy. He was telling us they have $6 billion or whatever it was. If they decided, all right, look, we're gonna donate an abandoned house to every community, one house to every community, right? That's abandoned. So y'all could take as a project to work with these kids and like have these kids come in this house and restore this house and then turn this house into an after school program or something. How many kids you think in that community would want to come in there and build that program to then be in there with their friends playing video games and chilling and having fun?
I know a lot of motherfucking kids that
There's
be
still
like,
some kids
fuck
like
that program,
Nah, there's
nigga.
still some kids that'll go though.
Fuck niggas
Still
that we
some
out
kids
here
that'll
blowing.
go.
They like, can we blow in there?
There's still some kids.
They like,
that'll
nigga,
go.
we can't blow. I got the game at the crib. Niggas come to my gate.
You gotta get
Like,
them while they
kids
young.
don't want
It
that
starts
shit.
with
Niggas
the
gotta
parents.
realize that
You gotta get them
too.
while they young, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get them while they young, bro. If you got a 6-year-old, look, majority of black families that I've seen, this is one thing about y'all very family orientated. You feel what I'm saying? Like if everybody took care of their kids and then leave their kids outside all night, because you people keep saying it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. If the kids wasn't outside at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning outside with a bunch of gangbangers, then it wouldn't be happening.
Hey, yo, listen to this, right? They
like
know
it.
what they
So
did,
how
bro.
many-
They know
how
what
many
they did.
youngins you think
Remember.
would want to go to a center?
Hold on,
Not
hold on.
many.
Again, bro,
Hold on,
you're
bro.
already
Fuck
you're talking
that
about
shit.
somebody that's lost. We're talking about getting them before they get lost. You're looking at it at a lost perspective. You're looking at it from somebody who's lost. We're looking at it.
We grow up in shit that
Hold on,
is
bro.
lost.
Hold on,
so
bro.
There is
I'm about to hit you
from
with
the
some shit.
beginning of you coming outside, everything's lost.
Yo, remember what they did, right? They got rid of the father figure in the household, right? So now Mom Dukes, she's working like 2 jobs, whatever.
Can't be there with you.
This is the black household, yeah.
Right.
So now
You
we outside
dolo.
trying to find our way. This, you know what I'm saying? But in the white household, dad goes to work while mom's a stay-at-home mom, and she get to raise her family.
But you don't think it's because that's what I'm saying. Look, check. A lot of women
They made it so
took
you
that
always
situation.
be at the bottom of the
they
totem
took it.
pole.
They hit them with the red and the blue pill, and bitches just took the blue pill.
Nah,
we can't
bro.
be mad.
They-
Like,
no, bro. It's
bitches
designed
took
for
the-
us to be at the
bitches
bottom of
took
the
the-
totem
yo,
pole.
okay, I
When
gotta-
the Irish came
if
over
I
here,
could take a
we
free
taught them
apartment
how to
without my
crop,
baby's
bro.
father,
Nah,
but
you
then
know-
I could pay fucking market rent with my baby's
Nah,
father.
you know what
Which
it was?
one do I take?
You know what it was?
And niggas was taking they gonna put me over here in this project.
Nah, you're looking at it. You know what it
You're
was?
looking at it
They
crazy.
put the drugs on the street.
Fuck the whole black.
They put
Definitely.
they put the drugs on the street to fix. Remember, there was a recession where people started getting fucked up. So they put the drugs on the street. They didn't realize that niggas was going to do what they did with what they did. So by the time that they
a
saw
lot of
that
black
that
men,
that 15-year-olds is multi-fucking millionaires and 14-year-olds is
Give 'em
selling
30
bricks,
years.
take their drugs, give them all their time. Because what? You're angry because they did more than what you thought they was gonna. You thought they was gonna destroy themselves,
But
and you
hold
did.
on, it's the one
Take
thing
the
they
same
this the-
brick, put it back on the streets, and let
them do it all over again.
let
This
this CI. He got caught doing something. Now he's really ready to cooperate and bring everybody else down.
Right. But this is the one thing niggas don't say is that when all hoods in them days was getting raided, that was because the people in the community was saying they wanted this shit. Like, it was people pushing because in that time, niggas was like, fuck school, everything. At 15, niggas is just rocking. Like you said, I'm a
But
millionaire
hustling
at
is
15. Fuck, I
is an
need school
addiction
for.
also. If
It
you get
is.
fast money, you're addicted to that, bro.
Right. But you got to
So,
think,
you're
at that
losing on
time,
both.
niggas' parents wasn't the parents now. That was them
Facts.
cool parents. So they was like, nah, what up with my son? Yo, what up with my... Yo, hold on. Yo, y'all just letting this shit slip through the neighborhood? Because they felt y'all are only pushing it in
They
our neighborhood.
designed it for
You know what I'm
They
saying?
knew it was gonna be like this.
Like,
They calculated that, bro.
but we definitely ate the fruit.
No, of course you're gonna do what you're told. That's why
Because
it's
it's like,
programming.
yo, we have to at some point, and I say that even more because in that time, there was no cool parents. Niggas didn't have this shit now. Like how you can say some
mean?
shit
You
back
got-
to your
you
mom.
already
like,
had-
nah,
you
me
already
growing
had
up, niggas was
21
scared of
year
their
old-
mothers and
Look, you
fathers.
already
Yeah,
had.
'cause they were parents, not their kids' friends.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too
I don't
want
wanna
to
be my
That's what I'm
daughter's
saying.
friend.
It's too much of that. Even when I say that shit as a father, people look at me crazy. Yo, me and my kids ain't friends, nigga. They father. I'm not his fucking pal, nigga.
I
I'm
want you
not
to be
his
comfortable with me, but
homie
you
or none of
gonna
that
know.
shit. Like,
And
you know,
that's another thing that's not black and white. No, we're not going to Slade's together and kicking it, but I want you to be comfortable enough that I'm your soft place to fall, but I'm not a sucker. I'm your
don't know.
parent.
I don't know about everybody else, but when I was growing up, it was majority my grandmother that was there.
That as well.
And that's what I'm saying. But even down to
It wasn't my mother. My mother was either trying to work and my
grandmas
stepfather was working. My grandmother was there. My grandfather was at home. So those were my parents.
Well, whoever your
all the boys
parental
was scared
figure
of my
was,
grandmother more than they were scared of motherfucking anybody.
whoever the parental
once you
figure
say her
is,
name,
that should be
niggas
somebody
will act
that
up.
you could feel comfortable going to, but you knew they didn't play.
Ain't nobody
It's a
making
balance.
But what I'm
no
saying
more,
is
man.
the way we had to move because we knew back then you couldn't just pow like this inside of a nigga's mom's crib. Like, it was so much shit that wasn't, so we had to move around shit. Niggas had to bag up on roofs. Niggas had to bag up in hallways. We didn't get this luxury niggas got. Niggas had to hit that water and fake in the bathroom, showering, cutting some shit like.
I knew it was
I couldn't walk past my grandmother with the pants hanging
Look,
up.
I knew it was
shit.
fucked up, bro. I never smoked weed around my mom's. I came home from doing a bit. My mom's was smoking blunts with my little brother. I'm like, when the fuck
Never
that
would have
happened?
let that shit happen. And that's what I'm saying. How much it done changed.
I
the
tell
way
my parents
the-
that
the
all the
fuck
time.
Cooler
Like,
now than they are with
shit,
niggas.
no. I'm just saying because I don't have any kids, but I have plenty of nieces and nephews.
Look, all
so
this
my
shit that
parents, I'd be like, well, where was all this energy
Look, all the shit I
that
used
used
to
to
get
have
to,
for us? You ain't got it for them.
all the shit that I was doing on the streets, I knew very well not to bring that shit around my house. Because if some shit happened in
That's
my
what I'm
house,
saying. It
them
wasn't
niggas are turning
like
to
how it
gang
is
members and
now,
jump out
like,
and beat the shit out
Monkey
of me.
know what
Your
tree to
moms didn't
climb.
give a fuck who you was on the block with. Wasn't nobody looked at like, yo, he's a kid or here. Nah, nigga, Mom Dukes pull up, nigga, everybody, what up? Yo, they go, your moms, bro. Like, shit was totally different. It wasn't that. Parents didn't have that fear, nigga.
Look, I see my
Parents
man's.
would come out, fuck
I see
all
my
of
man's
us
mom
up.
the other day walking up the street. I pulled over, jumped out the car, and helped and walked. She was like a block down the street. I drove her to the crib. Come on, get in.
No bullshit.
That's some brought up, see.
Kids
But
don't
it's-
hold doors no more for older people.
It's
nobody.
a lot of shit. Because one thing, like you said, a lot of niggas is
Niggas
growing up
ignorant.
online.
Yeah,
They're not
man.
growing up in real life. They're growing up
Then when
really
they get the little
online.
dumbasses smoke, oh my kid, well, he didn't
And that's
bother
why when they
nobody.
come
Like,
out in
stop
public,
lying. Look at
wow.
this.
They come in public and get done
Smoking
wrong.
somebody's dead man's. Look at this. That's why they smoked his ass. He ain't get punched in his face in the crib. He ain't got no older brother whooping him out, telling him not to do
He
this.
ain't come outside and get beat up by niggas in his neighborhood.
And those things are missing. We know they're missing. We could talk about the issues that we have all day, but I keep asking, what's something, because I don't know the answer, something that we can do
Men need to
this
start learning
week.
men need to start learning how to be men and not boys.
Okay, what's something we could do
That's
this
what I
week
said.
to
It
do
ain't
something about
black.
that?
We-
Nah,
and
but
I
they
can-
took
not even
our
black.
role. They designed us to take our role out of the fucking
Because look,
household.
it's nothing
bro.
wrong.
We
Look,
still don't be wanting to grow the fuck up, though. Neither niggas don't be wanting to be the older men.
Bro, how you
Niggas
gonna
still
tell a
wanna
little
be the
nigga you
younger
the
man.
man of the crib when he just fucking punched a couple buttons on his phone and he got 100 bands, nigga? Now he looking at you like you a low nigga.
Word.
Come on, bro.
But it's
That's just-
supposed to be even. And see, that's what I'm
he
saying.
looking,
on,
he
bro.
looking at that chain you got on like a
Now
shit
it's,
off the
but
boat
that's
going
just like in the
That's
80s
what I'm saying.
and your
All that shit was
90s
just brought
when
into
you was
his
on the
head
block
with his
pumping.
training.
Who's 90s? His 90s.
When you, be quiet,
When
because I
niggas
know
is-
I'm old. But when you was getting that money outside and you
That's
were
how I-
15 as a
that's how I look.
multimillionaire,
I tell you like
no, I'm
this.
not listening to you, mommy or daddy.
I tell you-
I'm
You're
making the money.
custodian. You're
I tell you like
janitor.
I tell you like this.
I got
Let my
more money
son
than you.
let me
Look
be
at-
working. Let my son run himself up 100 bands on that, and he come over with his phone like, "Listen, bitch, I ain't listening to nothing. Listen, bitch, I'm about to
Whoa.
whoop your little ass right now."
And this is
That's-
what I'm saying.
It don't have
Niggas
to be
can't-
that
yo,
black and white.
my
It's just the
son, right?
dynamic.
My
You
son
gotta
know
punch
he
him in
couldn't
they-
speak
you
to
gotta-
me
'cause people
no
scared to touch their
motherfucking
kids.
way
You gotta punch them in
because
they
he
shit.
got 300,000.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'll beat the fuck
I'll
out
punch
that
you all
little
in your
nigga,
shit and
right?
take that
Nigga,
300,000
you
dollars
not-
mine.
He still couldn't even
I'm a
blow
mandated
blizzard
reporter.
in
I
front of
didn't
me
hear that.
because he got 300,000. Like, what the
Hey, yo,
fuck?
let my son come through with 300,000 on his shit. How old are you? 15, bitch. That's back taxes. I need all of that.
Early.
Well, we don't have
Nah,
to
anything
be
under
hitting our
18, that
children.
shit's coming to me.
Yeah.
That nigga 16, said, yeah, daddy need
What
that.
you gonna do with your
That
son?
was a good
Your
come
son
on.
start talking
Hey, yo,
crazy.
hey, yo, you want to know? I'm going to
Well,
keep this shit real.
I would
Hold on,
hope
hold on real
that-
quick. Let me say something. I'm going to keep this shit real, right? When I was young, my father ain't show me how to fucking apply for a job or none of that. But,
True and
like, when he was there, I remember he took me a few weekends, to go to work with him and
Right,
stuff.
right,
He was-
shit
you
like
know what I'm
that,
saying?
right,
But
right.
when I really started, when it was time for me to understand life and becoming a man, nigga ain't show me how to fill out no job application
Right.
or resume or none of that. Nigga.
Right.
Having no work experience, he ain't teach me that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that father role was absent.
A lot, and that is the main shit that
on,
built
bro.
this fucked up like way of niggas think, because that man was missing in the crib, and when that man is missing, it's a huge part of niggas that be missing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't
it's
no
a big
female-
part of you that's just missing like a motherfucker.
Can no female teach a boy how to hold his joint to point the right way to piss in the toilet?
Early.
Shake it twice.
You can't.
And
Anything
niggas
after
be
threes
looking
is
for
foreplay.
women to turn a nigga into a man. You know what I'm saying? When a woman can't turn a young boy into a man. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be because if you teach your son off the rip how to be a dominant male and how to, you know what I'm saying, the things that need to be done from that young age, he's gonna already have that program in his mind by the time that he's older. That's what he's gonna be on.
Well, that's what I would hope. Like you gave me the example that what if I had kids and behind the door, my 15-year-old was like, "Mommy, I got 300 racks off YouTube right now." Shut up. No, I would hope that between 0 and 13 or 0 and 10 that I would raise him enough that I'm not going to be perfect, but he ain't going to come off to me like that because I'm not playing. No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I remember growing up, we wouldn't hold hammers and money in my grandmother's crib. Niggas would hold that shit where that shit wasn't going in there. And that was like a rule niggas just knew between each other, the cousins.
Okay,
like,
but I
you know
just
what I'm
said that if you had the luxury of being raised, because everyone don't have it, you had the luxury of being raised by somebody. I don't give a damn who it is. Somebody raised you, but hopefully well enough that you have some type of scruples about you to not come off crazy to your parental figure. Like I said, kids ain't perfect.
I think that's a lot, but what you were saying was something that's missing. You know what I think would help, even at like, and I'm talking about like niggas from that's in this room. Shout out to niggas that just walked in. Loke just got in the building. You dig? Nigga Dion, you dig? Blue Hill Car Wash is in the building. You dig?
That's what
We
it's
got
called.
the motherfucking mobile team in the building. Word.
What was your question?
Boston Mobile Detailing. Word. Nah, it was too quick. It came too quick. But nah, on some
That's
real
what
shit
you
though.
said.
I think remember when niggas was younger, they had the bigger brother program.
I heard that shit.
Sorry.
That shit was something that helped me, like being a wild shorty. And then when, you know, they was like, yo, we gonna get you a bigger brother, I'm thinking like it's just some nigga, but it actually was a hood nigga, an older hood nigga from the gate. And he seen when I seen him how I was like, so immediately first day he took me through hoods and my hood let me, nigga, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think if that was more in the niggas like us that actually come from that shit, not niggas that don't come and they got a degree and now they just want to help the youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about niggas that actually cut from that cloth and showing, nigga, I'm not perfect, but yo, I'm just trying to give you some game. I'm trying to give you some love, maybe something that wasn't in your household. You know what I'm saying? And I think them young niggas would appreciate that more because a lot of niggas come off with the nigga listening with them and that ain't the right approach. That shit wasn't the approach with us. At
Absolutely
some
not.
point, you got to smooth your way in with any motherfucker. And when we was young, all that like, yo, y'all niggas better, my nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Look, when kids start looking at their fathers as they role models and they heroes again and start looking for that shit outside, things will start changing.
I agree with that, but what about the children that don't have the luxury? Like, there got to be something.
Remember, it's always been, like, when I was growing up and I grew up in Boston housing my whole life, they always was, like, my mother, like, if the girls next lived down the street, they didn't eat, my mother would always offer them
Absolutely.
food. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been, like, if a father knew that was a real man, knew that if down the street this woman was having a hard time with her son or whatever, and he used to come over there daily to play with his son, he would
That's
install that
what I was
discipline on
getting
both
at.
of them.
So it's not all, we don't always have
But
the
that's what I
funding
tell
for the
niggas
program, so it
because-
needs to start in the community.
Because
And I think
back
that's something
then,
that could be done
you
tomorrow.
didn't pick your friends. Your friends was really niggas that was next door, lived on this side of the
building,
like,
same floor.
right? So
Yeah.
now niggas pick they friends. Oh, this nigga got some likes. Yeah, what he got? Yo, bro. Now they best friends. Like niggas don't be knowing niggas how we grew up knowing niggas. You actually knew who everybody was. Niggas' mothers, niggas' sisters, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas be calling niggas bros. Don't even know niggas' mothers.
Don't
You
even
know
know
what
your
I'm
real
saying?
name.
Like that shit's a problem.
Calling you your social media name.
No bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think if a lot of
Shout out
niggas
Locktree.
did step up, like, yo, niggas could make something happen. I think it'll make a change if a lot of niggas that come from the hood stepped up. And even if niggas just did it in their hood. You know, what's that other joint they got that don't be fucking with? That it's like niggas from everywhere. Yeah. And I think that's dope
Boys to
because them
Men?
niggas, they over there by Mission too. Them niggas
Oh,
on the
old.
backside. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it be niggas from everywhere. They like some street workers out
You
there.
talking about them washed up niggas?
Oh,
Like,
my
you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So it need to get some young, fresh niggas in there. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas that niggas know.
So you're volunteering?
But them niggas
Wow.
look at
You're
them niggas like
volunteering?
police. Hell no.
Oh,
Like, real shit. Niggas gotta, at some point, feel, let's put the faces in there they know, because a lot of shit do be like that. A lot of niggas be like, yo, who are you? Who are you? I don't know you from the hood. And even if it be an older nigga from the hood, niggas still don't be knowing that younger generation. Because niggas
we
don't
definitely
really know
touched
'em.
on that because no one knows each other.
We knew older niggas because like that. We really grew up under these niggas. It wasn't a thing like you picked the older nigga. Yeah, that's my older. No, nigga. That nigga guided me through the shiestiest niggas from the hood guided niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas do now. Niggas do this. They take, yeah, ounce, give it to the nigga, take it, see it in 3 days.
see now I'm
No
from that-
guidance.
I'm from that era where niggas taught you how to hold the pack. Yo, bro, boom, boom, boom. This is what you do. Hold them in your mouth like this. Boom,
Or how
boom,
about
you see
if that
police,
wasn't
do
your
this.
jam,
And
they
that's
taught
what-
you how to take your ass to school. If that wasn't your shit, if that wasn't your path,
But
go
you
to
had
school.
them niggas. See, that's what I'm saying. In the
Go
90s
play
was.
ball.
If-
Here's some
Not
sneakers.
everybody was a nigga that could chill on a block in the 90s. Like, it was some niggas that knew certain niggas when they pulled up got the fuck out of there. It wasn't no shit like how it is now.
Dominicans and
Nah.
Spaniards run everything.
know that.
So,
You know that. The Dominicans
So-
run everything. You know that.
you say they run
Yes,
everything?
they run
What they run?
Everything.
How?
From where?
Controlamos todo, papá.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mission. How they?
You own anything in Mission?
They don't own
No,
anything.
no, I'm asking a question.
I don't.
How many Spanish stores in Mission?
None.
Fuentes?
That's not Spanish no more. The Indians got that.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
okay, that's it.
Ah.
Well, you fought for that neighborhood, right?
Huh?
You fought for it in your neighborhood, right?
My grandmother did too. She was on the task
Everybody
force.
did, right? But now look at everybody's neighborhood that you go through, from the Road to Roxbury to Mattapan.
All that shit changed.
Dominicans and Spanish own the whole shit.
Y'all
No, they
like,
just let them come in.
y'all
They
like,
let them come in the
y'all-
country.
y'all is
They
like
got
damn
that
near one of the last projects that's really a project.
Ooh.
Like, y'all, like, that's like the last of that shit is what, Lennox?
Lennox still there, too.
Yeah, Lennox is still a real project.
Yeah,
Like,
but
everybody
nobody
else
owns
shit's
nothing in
like
their project. None in
paperweight,
their
them tall shits.
They
Like,
can ban you from your
no
neighborhood.
bullshit.
We rep neighborhoods, and we get banned from there. That's some psychological shit.
All right,
You rep
so
and die for this, but the police can come in. You can't come in no more. So you really ain't repping shit.
all right, so
That's how
what's
they-
The
the
hard way.
every time y'all
You
come
from
up with a
here.
problem,
Yeah, I'm prepping for this.
every time y'all come up with a problem, I'm gonna ask for the solution that
nah,
can
I
be
told you that
happening.
niggas need to start a Big Brother program.
All
They
right,
had
cool.
that. They had that. I was a part of that when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying
had
Big
it
Brother,
too.
Big
But,
sister
but when it was
shit,
that
yeah.
though, it was really like real niggas coming through as like Big Brothers. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
See, my
but
shit
now
was
we don't.
street niggas that was coming
That's what I'm
through.
saying. We don't have the funding for those programs. So is that something that any of y'all and myself are willing to do on a normal, casual basis, unofficial?
But there's a lot of dudes that's doing good too. Corbett Street.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying that we're talking about.
Funded from the city. These are real street dudes. They get funded.
Don't two got something for like mental health?
And they do stuff in the
Like
community.
two's doing something for like
I'm
mental
not
health. Like,
saying that
I was
it's
telling
not
that I was
happening.
gonna try to fuck with him and
Tuesdays
you know what I'm
too.
saying?
6
On
o'clock.
Tuesdays, right? Yeah.
Tuesdays
Shout out
at
to
what?
Two doing his
6
thing.
o'clock.
Tuesday,
Where?
6 o'clock.
At the Tobin Community Center.
Tuesday, 6 o'clock at the Tobin.
No bullshit, that's real shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's
A
a lot of
solution.
niggas coming home with shit like, fuck it, I could just start. And that's what I learned to all this shit. Like he said, niggas use shit as an excuse.
Bang
It's
on the
like,
table.
niggas gotta
Bang
just
on the damn
start
furnace.
doing this shit. And it
Go
ain't
ahead.
gonna be right in the beginning. It ain't gonna be like niggas be expecting to start something and that shit's brilliant immediately. Nah, that shit take time. You gotta build that shit.
And
like,
them kids is
niggas
gonna
don't
test
wanna
you.
build it. Cause everything
kids
is
are gonna
like
test you.
microwave. Everything you could get instantly now. Like you said, a nigga could hit some numbers, got 100 racks. You know what I'm saying? Shit is so instant right now. Niggas can't wait. Niggas don't want to build shit. Niggas, that's what I mean. Niggas make friends overnight.
I love
be
you,
meeting
nigga. I'll
the-
die for
yeah,
you.
real shit overnight. Just no bullshit. Like, yo, this was because everything is so instant, nigga.
I know he won't tell.
In a month, them two niggas could be.
He would
Nah, I don't
never.
even fuck with that
I see it
nigga.
in his eyes.
He would never.
No bullshit. Like, yo, I think
He's on that.
All right, so something that can be done is somebody's going to.
niggas could bring the rail back and organize. I think organize is a very
How?
big thing because coming up, you know, hoods was organized. That's what I mean about you had older niggas, younger niggas, the younger niggas.
Yeah, but we got generation
That's more some
missing.
That's more some like gang shit.
But it was just
It couldn't
organized.
happen with the community as well
It can't
because
happen now. These young niggas is.
Because I always say, like, back then,
They gone,
it
but we
was
gotta
really
get 'em
like,
back.
You had to go through a chain
No.
to get a pistol. Like, pistols
Skip over
just
them?
wasn't
You gonna
given
fuck around
out the
and
way
get
they
into it.
giving out
What
now.
if somebody
Like,
gave up
nigga,
on
pistol
me?
was like, you had to explain why niggas need the pistol. And
All
if
right.
that shit didn't make sense, niggas was like, y'all better go fuck them niggas up.
all right, but that's not
Come back
happening
and
now.
somebody end up popping it like.
It's
like
not happening
it's
now.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
Organized.
okay,
bro.
so
some
it's not happening
organization.
now, like you said, and we've all said. And the homie said that these young people, a lot of people said these young people don't listen and they're disrespectful. So do we throw them away or do we start fresh
you
from
don't
the
throw them
5-year-olds?
away.
All right.
never.
So what I'm
No.
saying is you gotta have
You gotta pay
patience.
him. You gotta pay him, like he said. You gotta get paid,
You gotta
right?
get paid.
You gotta have patience with these children.
Yo, Blue, know that nigga be trying to get to the bag.
You gotta get them young. Like,
Okay, what about the ones that ain't young?
like, I'm a business, I have kids work for me.
That's a bag on the
What
nut.
about
They love me
It's a
for
bag on the
They
nut.
always got a job.
Whoa.
Show them something different. Instead of giving them a pack, when I used to give everybody a pack, I don't give them packs no more.
I
Give 'em a job
appreciate
where
that.
you can make your money.
But I'm talking about the kids that aren't so young, but they're still impressionable. They're not 30, but they're not 15.
Quick, I get them out of there. I had 2 kids like that. They got hired and fired. And
But isn't that like giving up on them?
They
though?
got fired. Do you work?
I'm done.
Whoa.
I'm not doing that because I'll catch you down the line. But check it.
So you still work with
I
them?
still, when I see the young kids, I hug them. See the 2 young boys.
Like I said, I try to work with him.
I
Give
give
up
it.
on them. See?
Yeah, I still show the love,
They
but
might
you
need
just can't work it.
something more intimate.
I can't save everybody. But these 3 people
You can't
wanna
save
work
them all.
every day. They want to work every day. I fire them. You're out of here. Oh, you're mean.
Nah, but see-
I hug them every day I see them.
That's something else I said, yo.
Up on them, bro. You can't.
I'm not
They
even. I'm not gonna say it because that's what you be waiting me to say. But yo, fucking growing up, it was still even then like
You gotta show these kids something. You can't snatch them all. Trying to take kids and do something to make it work. Nah, grab you 2 or 1 that's willing to work with you and understand. But you can't have one street in the game and one street in business.
Nah,
It don't work like that.
but what I'm
That's
saying
it.
is-
you're showing the kids 2 different things. So if you got them working and you're telling this, then you're selling them a pack on the side.
that's foul game. That's foul game. That's foul game.
I said I want to be all the way in so I can show them this way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can't. I don't have to.
Nah, definitely so they don't see you later like, well, fuck it, you fired me, so now let me get the pack.
Some kids working with me. Hey, how much they making $300 a day?
Knowing this nigga like in the back of the joint under the water.
You gotta show them. You can't grab them all. The ones I fired, I see them.
But nah, see the one thing I told niggas like even back then, you wasn't
Mums? A little quiet over there.
right. He been holding it.
Yeah, because y'all won't let people get a word in edgewise. But I'm gonna talk my shit.
Nah, they won't.
Shit don't work no more. That shit's over. That shit's over.
Say, smoke them all.
It don't. It doesn't. And you're
Niggas-
right. So that's why I'm trying to.
Nah, it's
everyone
definitely-
has all
but-
these problems. What's the solution?
Smoke them all. I ain't talking
We
about
don't
jail
run the
either.
jails. We don't run nothing.
I ain't talking about no jail. Smoke them all.
Black niggas
Little
don't
dirty
run nothing.
bastards.
Nah, I'm telling you.
It's over.
Because the one thing
All
I
the little
really
dirty,
feel
little,
like you said,
look, all the little
like,
dirty,
it
little
gotta
rotten
be some
bastards.
type
You
of
get rid
unit.
of them.
It gotta be.
How you
some
gonna
type
get rid of them?
Smoke them all. I ain't talking about no fucking jail, nigga. Get the
But one thing I feel niggas don't show niggas now
do
as
them like
much
they did the Jews.
is individual. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
Like a
clean this shit from
nigga
the inside out. You get rid of all the little dirty bastards.
early. Yo, you niggas don't be
No.
wanting to show fucking that a nigga could be different.
This
Like
ain't China.
you know, when niggas was moving, it was like, yo, everybody was different. A crew wasn't built off of 6, 7 niggas being the same nigga. Everybody was different. Everybody moved different. It's like now niggas promote this one reality shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel everybody try to follow that. So I think it's harder now to reach niggas back then. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be harder to reach a young nigga right now.
It's too much.
Yes, it's harder, but what are we gonna do about it? So you either gonna have patience for them, or know your children. Know your children. If you know that, like you said, you had to fire the homie, I can't give you 3 and 4 and 5 chances, but I still love you. So now you move on to the next one that's willing to work. Well, I'm just saying, whatever time it takes, you have the patience for the ones that'll work with you, and the ones that can't get with the program, you still gotta love them.
I don't know if I really. people just need more attention than others.
They
Yeah,
do.
that's true. But I ain't got time for it.
I mean, if you don't got time for it, you know,
Yeah,
There should be somebody else that could pick
yeah,
up.
exactly.
yeah,
It's
somebody
filling
else
the
can do it,
void.
'cause this ain't for him.
But you know what?
But niggas gotta understand that. Niggas, like you said, you don't put a nigga down because that ain't for him. You still show him, yo, it is something for him. You know, niggas gotta understand what's for one nigga ain't gonna be for another nigga. You know what I'm saying? So because you good at something, don't mean everybody around you gonna be good at the motherfucker.
They're gonna call me a hypocrite because the music I make.
You think so?
I know so. I would. I'd call a nigga a hypocrite.
But that also goes into I did this. It seems cute and it seems cliche, but don't do
And that's how-
what I
that's
do.
how I
Do what
feel
I
when I
say.
hear
Look,
niggas
look,
be
look,
like,
look,
yo,
look. I think
feel
people-
it's like,
look, I think
yo,
people-
I'm telling you, and I also could show you the shit that come with it because it's like niggas ain't just rapping that shit and didn't come from it. Niggas took the bumps and the bruises.
Let me ask you something, right? If they could tax drugs on drug dealing and it was legal, would it be frowned upon as much?
Nope.
No.
They're the ones that
Not
started
only
drug
would it
dealing.
not, nobody would want to do it
Anything
because
they
people
could
like the
tax
thrill.
is gonna be AO fucking K for niggas to do.
So I see no problem with somebody going out there earning his bread as long as he ain't stealing and taking it from the next
But
man.
this is what I mean when I was saying about niggas
Taking
ain't
it?
niggas ain't.
Taking it.
But nobody's gonna do it because once you take the thrill out of it, it's not illegal. I don't gotta hustle
But
to
niggas
do
ain't
it.
educated because if niggas was educated, it's the same way I said. Niggas would have stopped that shit from going through because that killed the streets. And that's what I mean about niggas not being knowing what the fuck be going on and these bills just be going through. And then we look up like, oh, word? And it looked like a plus, but it really ain't a plus. Because Bud being legal now, that shit ain't no plus to niggas.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
that's
real
just so
shit.
they can get that cut out of
That's
it.
it.
And it's the same way when I don't know if niggas
Legalize it,
remember
don't
when niggas
tax
was
it,
going
though.
in the stores and the cashier was telling niggas like, "Yo, you know they got something going through on bags. Niggas don't fuck with it."
If I was
Everybody ignored that shit.
If I was able to
and then
make-
everybody's heated when they like, "Yo, quarter for a bag."
look, if you was able to make
we
$3,500,
could have killed the fucking bill.
First month.
You know what I'm saying? Like we are not paying attention when we going, and they was specifically everywhere. Yo,
They
don't
was
do it.
Atlantically.
hey yo, if you could make $3,500 a week, right, off the streets, and all you had to pay was $300 a week off that $3,500 for taxes, and then you could claim that shit on taxes, would you be mad for paying that $300 a week?
Probably not.
So, all right then. So legalize it and tax it, nigga. Let me get mine. Then.
But they're
Right,
not
but-
gonna do
but
it. It'll
now,
take too
what
much
about
work
all
for
the
them.
niggas, what about all the niggas that was in the door? That shit shut the game down for a lot of niggas that was really delivering to colleges and a bunch of other shit. That money gone.
But you know what it would be?
And people
If-
go get that
but you
bum
know-
ass weed
but
just to
you-
have their name on
But you know what it would be if they allowed, because remember Coke was inside of Coca-Cola. Coke was a medicine.
Remember
Yeah, no, that wasn't. That was
that? Nah, that was in the 90s.
that was in the 90s, bro.
They just took that shit. Yeah, they just took that shit.
And
out
not
like-
only that, but it was a
probably
farm.
like late
Coke was
90s.
supposed to be a miracle drug. You see what I'm saying? But when you got the people that you're supposed to be having your foot on at 16 to 17 with 15, 17 million dollars, and they sliding by and they riding around in this brand new Benz that took you a whole year to get, and they got that shit in a month.
A nigga riding better than that old white man.
Oh hell no, we can't have this shit. Lock these monkeys up.
They
Fuck
hate
think
that
they
shit.
are. So if you could tax it and make it legal, you know the reason they're not gonna do it? Because you know who's gonna be the prominent majority of having all the money and gonna be the rich niggas?
Them.
Nigga, us.
Yo, didn't your president just like?
They the ones right now. They the
president
richest
just
off
gave
this
30 million
marijuana
for
shit.
crack
Bro,
pipes.
if they legalized cocaine, nigga, not even legalized. If they said you could go out and deal cocaine and you could go out
Right.
and deal heroin and you can, and all you got to do is pay us $300 a week off that
They're
35.
never gonna do that. What they're gonna do is
And-
say, "Listen, give us y'all cocaine, and then we're gonna distribute it."
Y'all, it's theirs.
That's all the fuck they
It's
they
their
gonna
cocaine.
take that shit from niggas if we let them do it.
That's not
Just
the
what they
reason.
did to
That's not
weed.
the reason they. That's
They
not.
took weed from
That's
niggas.
not the reason they wouldn't legalize it. You gotta really understand who's the niggas is out there really pitching, who's the niggas is out there really using it.
Right, but then they will start to manufacture that shit out
No,
of
then
out of-
their people will start to become all fucking junkies and fall in the fucking rabbit hole, and nigga, black people will be fucking multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires, and they can't have that
they
shit.
would. Yo, we just right before we went into the fact. In it,
Nigga, they fucking
Listen,
white.
listen what I'm
Them
saying.
white people, nigga, they be in the fucking jails
before,
talking about, I'm about to wrap up. I can't wait to go home and shoot a
Before
finger dope.
niggas got marijuana legalized, the streets was the only people eating off weed. The streets.
Yeah, you're looking at it. You're looking at it too wide, bro.
Right now, it's damn near. We see these lines. Some of this shit is not even because it's better weed. It's just I can get pulled over with it. I can get pulled over and now we got my name on it and they can't do nothing.
They can't. You can't. The weed's not
You
better,
see
bro.
why they
You
take
can't
it from
pass
us?
a certain amount
Now
of
they
THC.
would make coke to where you don't have to get it on the block no more and hide with your coke. You could just go in the store and just buy some coke and walk out.
Everybody's coming out
Why
the
would
closet
cocaine
with it.
beat us now?
All the
Nah,
doctors
but you're
and
not. We're not
shit.
talking about. We're talking about decriminalizing it. We're not talking about putting it inside a store. They're never gonna put it inside of a store because it's too easy access for they little lily white kids to get a hold of.
I believe they are motherfucking legalize it to where they can get
Trump,
money before
Trump
they
already said
decriminalize that.
nigga, they already decriminalized it in Oregon.
Word, like,
In Oregon, it's not a crime to have crack, heroin, and none of that possession.
yeah, because of the rate of see, and that's what I'm saying. In those spots, it's more of users than they are selling.
And if I'm correct, I might be
those
wrong on
cities
Oregon.
be just where it's
But
users at.
if they decriminalize hustling, we're talking about they decriminalize hustling. Where if they said, all right, based off the amount of money that you make every week, that you got to report that you making every week, we're gonna tax a certain amount.
You can tax your friends.
Yeah,
No
but
hands.
but you gonna see.
You got five, you got five.
Yeah, but who's gonna make the most money?
Don't matter. You're gonna make more money.
Nah, we're looking at a broad. You're looking at it as. I'm talking about if white folks said.
They already got it.
Nah, y'all looking at it wrong. Nah, y'all looking at it wrong. Because what I'm speaking on is, let's look at the economical impact that it'll have, as far as race and class.
Right.
If you decriminalize hustling, and you allowed hustlers to pay a tax, the majority of the consumers are white people. The majority of the dealers are minorities. So if you decriminalize hustling, majority of the millionaires are going to be niggas. And the majority of the broke niggas and the majority of the broke people that's going to be living in the project buildings looking for government assistance is going to be the crackers.
But listen to this. You know everything before
like this in society.
before everything was illegal, niggas was hustling it. Like everything became illegal once they couldn't find a way to get their hands on it. Like everything, even when like
Numbers.
Molly came out, there was nothing. If you got caught with
was a
Molly
medicine.
before a certain time, they wouldn't charge you for it because they didn't even have a class for that shit. They had to build a class once more people. Oh, niggas is having this shit. Niggas is getting caught. What we going? You know what I'm saying? So niggas got to start looking at that. Like I said, I think we got to stop letting them open these doors.
It's the broader
We got to
prospect.
close, especially if we gonna stay illegal.
It's the
then
broad
we got to
prospect.
stop
Look,
closing.
It's
closing
not
them
about.
shits.
It's not about it being a crime. It's about stopping you from becoming more than what you have that you're allowed to be in this society.
Facts.
That's what I'm telling you. That's kind of like with weed now. We won't go to jail for weed, right? Because now why? They taxing that shit.
And all that.
Like if they wasn't taxing that shit, we still be going to fuck to jail for that hoe. But now because they got a
like
piece,
the first month or a week or some crazy shit like that. It's the biggest industry.
you know what I'm
Besides
saying?
Prison.
And think about everybody that say like, yo, damn, once they did this, it knocked all of us out. The real growers. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that really was growing it. You know what I'm saying? Like them motherfuckers was the ones eating. Now once y'all got it, now we ain't eating. And those are the, like, we're always gonna suffer once something become taxable.
Yo, man, it was a pleasure. I'm about to have to get up out of here. I got some things to take care of.
Let's go. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right. To wrap it up.
Hold on, ask me a few more questions before I go.
Early.
Ask us about what we got in the works and all that.
Right. We're not just
Yeah,
I'm not just
hold
cutting it
on.
off. I'm not just cutting
Give
it
us
off.
give us a couple seconds.
You got a few minutes?
Yeah.
I got like 2 minutes.
You answer
Two?
first then.
Yeah, so
2 minutes.
I got like right now I'm working on. So I'm about to start working on my project. I actually got a song I'm about to drop out real soon. It's about to be the last drop. It's about to be the last single. It's called Cocaine and Heroin.
Speaking of the devil.
After that, I'm gonna start working on my EP. So probably gonna be an EP coming out real soon, 5 or 6 songs. You know what I'm saying? So
Do we have a date or projected time frame for the next thing?
Cocaine and Heroin should be dropping sometime between this week and next week, and I can't specify how long it's gonna take to get the EP out.
Is any features on that? Who you gonna have featuring on that?
On just probably niggas.
Who's the niggas for the people that don't?
Maybe
know
he can't
niggas?
say that. Maybe he can't spill the tea.
The nigga sitting right here would be.
Okay.
Who you like in the city?
You dig?
If it ain't Annunciation Blue and Mums, I don't listen to it.
You dig?
All right.
Promote the gang. Promote the gang.
Thank you for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here.
Us.
Is everybody dipping? Everybody needs to.
Before we get up out of here.
Ask Mum's son. I want my mans to speak. He just dropped something crazy. He was like boss. He said, but it was heavy though.
Nah, yeah, it was a little freestyle, but I got some music coming. Couple songs I'm about to drop next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that.
Couple weeks, give or take.
And we're not going to do it tonight, but we're going to get both of y'all back up. We're going to try to interview y'all both at one time, give you more time to speak. You know Slim going to try to come and take over, so we're going to get y'all too.
Slim Narco.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know you ain't talking big blue.
we definitely going to have y'all come up.
No, this one.
So y'all can talk. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to hear y'all spit, so we'll have that interview. Y'all be able to cook something up, put some shit together.
Okay.
God, Blue, man, what you got coming in?
Oh, Annunciation Blue?
Yep.
Okay.
What you got going on?
I just dropped a little art block freestyle called Hold Up. Your favorite rapper in the city's a bitch.
Tell him.
Dogs. I got a couple songs out. I got the EP in the works or whatever. I got mad songs done. I'm just ready to fire up. My other song, Talk About That song. It's on iTunes and all. That's just fire.
Right now?
It is fire.
Yeah,
What is
it's
it? Talk
fire.
about it?
It's Talk About. Yeah.
Talk about.
Yeah, it's fire.
Run that up.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to shoot the video for
Run
that.
that up. You already know.
Yeah, but they can find me on Instagram, Annunciation Blue. You know, I was going by Blue 100, but you know, somebody else in the gang got the same name.
Early.
So I said, I'm gonna put the street in the hood as my name.
Yeah, that's dope.
Word, I thought that was dope too. When I seen that shit, I started just seeing that shit popping up too. Wow.
What you got coming up?
I got the same EP coming up.
The same EP.
But now, you got what you trying to put together now, like a project?
I mean, I got a project ready to go, like already. It's already ready to go, but you know.
So why you ain't pulling the trigger?
Because it's all about timing.
Okay.
I got a few things I gotta do first. I gotta make more noise out here.
Before you
know
let
what I'm saying?
that
I gotta get
go.
more active. Me and him supposed to be dropping a video soon called Stay.
Stay.
Yeah, he said it's gonna be ready tomorrow, but we gonna see.
But you said you gonna drop a video to that other one, right?
Oh yeah, talk about that shit gonna be crazy. Yeah, that shit gonna be crazy. Yeah, he's one of my favorites though out here.
Wow.
Facts.
Yeah, we definitely got to get y'all back at y'all spit some bars, man. No bullshit. Let y'all niggas cook up, man.
Tell us where. No, where you gotta tell us where we can find you, sir.
Yeah, you can go to MummsTha1 on IG, also on SoundCloud. It's MummsTha1.
Run that up. Run that freestyle up. He got dropped, man. That one with him in the car. Run that up, man.
Good looks.
That shit was official. No bullshit.
Appreciate that, bro.
Any last words?
Nah, we out there. You already know what it is. Log in. Hit the thumbs up.
Go ahead. You got
Money Hill, no deal, huh?
Yeah, dig. Run it up. Run it up.
Appreciate y'all.
This Your Stop Podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here. Appreciate you.
They came to fuck with us.